I'm at the North Wash with Spencer, Courtney, and Steve getting ready for Sandthrax Canyon. We've already had a significant day doing Shenanigans and East Fork of Leprechaun, but we know that Sandthrax Canyon represents the biggest challenge of the day, if not our entire canyoneering careers.
I heard a 3-inch crack on the beta. Maybe it's that, but like, whatever.
Right from the get-go, we're bridging, stemming, and May-westing over cracks that are sometimes so deep you can't see the bottom.
Don't you think it's actually a pretty good way? I think it's a pretty good way. Let's see what you come up with. Sweet.
That's deep.
Pretty.
Don't lose your bone down that.
There were relatively few places where I felt like a fall would result in instantaneous death. Mostly it was places where a fall would mean instantaneous getting stuck, with a possibility of eventual death. It's video clips like this one that remind me that one of our sorest spots the next day was our tailbones. Here's a spot that has a certain appeal. The walls are just a little bit sheerer and the crack is just a little bit deeper. Steve took this picture, although I think he was tilting the camera just a little bit too much. It should look a little bit more like this. Which isn't quite as scary, but it was still pretty intense.
Me too.
Working harder than I have to.
Here's Court starting out on that same spot. This is one of my favorite shots out of the whole day.
Alright, I've moved to shoulder tips. And it's going pretty well.
I gotta say, most of the stemming in the canyon wasn't that hard. It's just that it's so unrelenting. It's rare that you find a good place to stop and rest, so you just have to keep going. This spot wasn't too tough, but it did feel just a little higher consequence. Here's Court crossing that same spot.
Back to this business.
We ended up belaying each other across this part, but I can't remember why or what we anchored to. This silo is the crux of Sandthrax Canyon. We knew from the beta that it was known to be really awkward and generally difficult, and let me tell you, it was.
Nice. Spence is taking the sharp end.
Even partner assisting and armed with a number 6 cam, it thwarted each of our 3 most experienced climbers on their first try.
Okay, you got Spence now.
Spence is there. Save your energy, man. Just cheat your way up it as good as you can.
The shape of the crack flares just so to where it's really hard to make any progress other than out and down.
How's it feeling, Spence?
Stretchy.
You just kinda, you just get in a little bit further. Yeah, it looks stretchy, dude.
The crack itself is wide enough that it makes it nearly impossible to do anything resembling jamming. It's also narrow enough that it makes it nearly impossible to do anything resembling stemming. All of this is crux enough, but it should be noted that the bottom of the silo is way further down than where we're standing. If you fell without a belay, it would be hard to not keep falling. With just the one cam placed awkwardly well below him, Spence managed to send the crux using the high stem approach.
Good job, Spence.
That's trivial compared to the offering.
Would you do that without a rope?
No.
The rest of us followed suit with various levels of trepidation. Remember that ace bandage from before? I was so nervous I did an exceedingly poor job of recording the other guys and didn't even think to record myself. But at last we were all through and could get back to the relentless high stemming that we came for.
That looks pretty far down.
Before too much longer, solid ground was sighted, and one last down climb brought us there. The end of Sandthrax Canyon.